If you could listen to one story about the end of the world, and what humanity might become afterward, make it The Stand by Stephen King. Imagine waking up one morning and discovering that almost everyone you knew is gone. A deadly plague has swept across the world, leaving only a small number of survivors behind. But this isn't simply a story about survival. As the survivors begin finding one another, they are drawn into two very different worlds. One represents hope, community, and the possibility of rebuilding. The other represents fear, power, and something much darker. And that's where The Stand becomes unforgettable. Stephen King doesn't just ask, what would happen if civilization disappeared? He asks something much more personal. Who would you become when the rules of society no longer existed? You'll follow ordinary people facing extraordinary circumstances, making difficult choices, forming relationships, experiencing loss, and discovering courage they never knew they had. And listening to this story as an audiobook makes the experience even more immersive. Instead of simply reading about the empty roads, desperate survivors, and growing tension, you can become completely absorbed in their journey. This is the kind of audiobook where you tell yourself, just one more chapter, and suddenly realize you've been listening for hours. If you're looking for a massive, emotional, suspenseful story that combines horror, drama, survival, and unforgettable characters, The Stand deserves a place on your listening list. If you want to experience this legendary Stephen King story for yourself, check the link in the description and see if you can start listening with a free trial.